I'm going to start the countdown timer because we're already live, but it's just me and you. So here we go.
Roger that.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Drone Therapy, Season 5, Episode 25. Support your local drone channel, the RL Photography Edition. Oh, wait. What? You want us to wait? Okay.
I'm messing with Ron.
Yeah. Ron got here in the nick of time, like 3 seconds before we went live.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, I was already live a little bit. Ron Brown's somewhere. We don't know where. But I think he said he was coming. But anyway, tonight's about the channels that Ron picked out and Ron wants to highlight. But before we get into that, I'm going to throw it around the room and see what these gentlemen have been up to today. Mr. Chris Hope.
Man, I finished up with a PIMSHA audit yesterday at another location. Got to come back home. It's nice to have that behind me.
Yeah, Chris messaged us yesterday and said, "You know what, Bill? I don't think I'm going to make it tonight." And I was like, "Oh, okay, Chris, that's fine." And then John Cuppi said, "Okay, but what about tomorrow?" And it dawned on him. He's like, "Oh yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday, isn't it?" Yeah. Okay. So Ron, what have you been up to?
I just got home from work today, and actually got home, and it's always cool when you come home. You've been away for several days, and you got a new toy waiting for you at the front door.
Ooh, a new toy.
Oh yeah, nothing expensive, but it's going to be kind of cool.
But you want to keep it under wraps for now.
Oh no.
No, don't be bashful.
No.
Don't whip it out though, because you know us with furry things.
It's a magnet.
Oh, cool.
It's a magnet, but it's for your action cameras. This thing is powerful as can be. I don't know whether you heard that click.
Yeah, sure did.
Jeez. And it's hard to pull apart.
Oh, so
it's primarily for action cameras. they've actually tested it up to, I believe it was like 90 mile an hour in a vehicle. Stays on there. Most of your modern cars, believe it or not, they have an aluminum hood. So it's not so good for your hood, but for your roof. And the neat thing is it's one of those magnets where you can actually take the one and put it like underneath your shirt, put the top side of it in there and clamp it right onto your shirt or your jacket or whatever, put your action camera on there. I said a $20, $30 item, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, I got this big trip coming up in 2 weeks, and this will make mount number 4, you know, for the motorcycle. So, yeah.
Oh, very cool. We're going to have like a 3-day stint that's going to be pulled out over 5 days. So we happen to have a Great Wolf Lodge about an hour away from us, hour and a half away from us. So
where exactly are you, Bill?
I'm about 20 miles north of Seattle in Everett.
Oh, shoot. I'll be right up in your area.
Okay. I'm always here.
Yeah.
But anyway, but what we're going to do is next month, we're going to go and meet up with my sons and our grandkids, and we're going to go to Great Wolf Lodge for one night.
Right.
Then we're going to turn around and drive home and wash all the clothes, pack everything up, and we're going to go to San Juan Island to watch whales, I guess, because my wife wants to. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to fly or not. I've got my fingers crossed that somewhere up there I'll be able to fly. So.
They have some kind of camps where they take basic military training to clear protect the 14.
My phone came alive.
Brought to you by Ron Lockwood.
Yeah.
These views are not shared by the entire panel here on Drone Therapy.
Especially Bill.
No, you don't. There's some things that you just don't know about me. There's some things you don't know. I'm just one of them. I'm one of them odd liberals, man. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not like the rest of them. That's why I'm always way over here. They're like, we don't ever actually set a place for him at the table. We just kind of throw scraps at him. Anyway, okay, so I've wasted enough time on that. Like tonight is about showing off everybody else's channel and trying to get them some publicity and stuff. So without further ado, let me get this racked up. Let me get a copy and a paste for our first channel this evening. I'm going to go to a share screen, and I'm going to go to a window. I'm going to come it up, hit this, and I'm going to get none other than Mr. Rodney Bell with 954 subscribers. Lifetime, he has 40,900 plus views on 500 videos. This month, he's uploaded 16 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 932 views this month. We scroll down a little bit, we can see he did a Father's Day sunrise. Rodney does a lot of sunrise stuff and everything, right? Give us a little background on this, Ron.
I've known Rodney a couple of years now, and it's just Rodney really enjoys not so much drone talk, but it's a good social channel. And Saturday mornings he does the sunrise, and then we get on together with Saturday morning with coffee with Rodney, and it's just a really, really great channel to come and visit on a Saturday morning. We have a lot of fun.
Very cool, very cool. And Rodney's a serviceman that's retired and everything. So, that's cool. And so that's what we're here for, is to get over and check out everybody's channel. I really like his banner. That's a cool banner with the sun and everything up there. And you can look down here at some of his thumbnails. You can see where he's doing the sunrise streams and stuff. And there you go, the Saturday morning coffee, Saturday sunset. What all else has he got going on here? Let's see. Let's go to look at his videos. Yeah, a lot of sunrise stuff, Memorial Day stuff. Yeah, a lot of Saturday mornings with coffee and talking about, and they talk about drones some. So don't think that if you go over there that they're not going to talk about drones, because as you can see, he takes some really cool pictures and does a lot of sunrise and sunset stuff. So please get over and check out Rodney's channel. And I guess I ought to click that, right? I never did click that before, did I? I just now got it in there. Okay, there's Rodney's link right there. Cool. So please get over to Rodney's channel. Check it out. Let me see. Did we get him any more subscribers? There's 54. Anybody that's not subscribed to Rodney? I think everybody here might be subscribed to Rodney. 54? 50, can we get 55? Come on, 55. 55. I saw, yes. The DJI Mini 2 at Costco. It's kind of a weird little bundle. It's like $420, I think. Great guy, Rodney. Yes, he is a good guy. What's up, Roho Droner? Yes, cool. Let's see. Did we get him anymore? Come on. Refresh. Oh, 57. Cool.
All right.
There's a couple people in here that weren't subscribed to Rodney. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Rodney.
It's always fun on a Saturday morning.
So yeah, it's like Ron's saying, always check out Rodney's channel on Saturday mornings. If you're getting up and you need a little bit of coffee, go over and check them out because they're drinking coffee, getting woke up too. And you never know what you're going to hear from a bunch of old guys on a Saturday morning drinking coffee to try to get woke up.
Yeah.
So there you go right there. All right, next up, none other than JohnnieDroneFlyer. Let me get his link. Now, wait a minute. Copy. Put it in the box. Click the chat button. Chat. There we go. All right, it's in the chat. With 332 subscribers, the channel has 14,000 views on 141 videos. This month, he's uploaded 16 new videos. The channel itself has picked up 1,760 plus new views. We scroll down. We got drones and coffee here, done 3 days ago. We've got some good views on it. Let's see what else you got here. Checking out thumbnails. Drones and coffee, the Fly for Fun show. Fly for Fun show was on just a little bit earlier today, and I saw some people over there in the chat and was talking with them. There you go, lunchtime drone talk. I was trying to see, maybe I'm getting in the wrong area.
No, Johnny does,
Here we go, Sunset, Louisiana. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So he does some spur of the moment live streams, Again, good chat. We talk about drones. But again, another good social channel. I think Johnny's kind of only been in the YouTube world maybe a year, 1 to 2 years now. He and Ray Kelly do that weekly show.
The Fly for Fun show.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was looking because I know he does, and I just was pouncing because I can see it now. The FEMI X8 Mini. I'm not going to say anything. The Parrot and Offie. I was looking for some of that stuff. There you go. Air 2S Master Shot. Pretty cool. I like the banner. Pretty cool. Wait a minute. We got 333. Can we get any more? 333. One more. Come on. Give me another one. One more. Come on. 33. Come on. 33. Come on. One more. Okay. I know one of you two guys wasn't subscribed. Come on. Subscribe quickly.
I'm subscribed.
Anyway. No, I'm just joking. Okay. And moving on, we're gonna go to none other than Northeast Drone Productions. I'm gonna go to copy and then paste. And it's in the chat. And Ron, some background on Northeast Drone Productions.
Well, everybody knows, a lot of people know Matt North.
You should if you don't.
Yeah. In Brisbane, Australia, just Friday nights they're a hoot. Chris can attest to that. And Matt is an excellent photographer. B, really, really good at editing. Matt's very knowledgeable on DaVinci Resolve. I think Matt actually is starting. He had talked recently about maybe putting some tutorials out there on DaVinci.
That would be great.
He did earlier.
But as soon as this pandemic stuff kind of goes away, I'm coming. I'm going to visit him.
Very cool.
Oh yeah. Matt, good guy. Friday nights.
Did I get it in there? Did I? Not? I missed it again, didn't I? Y'all got to remind me of this shit. Y'all got to get on me, man.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I did it again. I just want to make sure. But yes, checking out Matt's channel, you can see Northeast Drone Productions with 850 subscribers, total of 60,400 plus views on 248 videos. This month he's uploaded 9 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 1.96, almost 2,000 views. So let's see, scrolling down, it's a pretty good banner. I like the banner, but is that Australia or like it almost looks like Hawaii?
Yeah, I think it's he travels quite a bit, and the neat thing is he goes out with a couple of his buddies there, and he gets them out of bed at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, come on, we got to go get to this place by sunrise.
Plus, Matt was a big rock star at one time too.
Yeah, Matt, he's actually in a band still. He's looking to start touring again, and I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but he's somewhere in the level of like a level 6, level 7, somewhere in that area of a piano player. Apparently, he's a phenomenal piano player.
Well, I just know he's an all around good guy. He's super funny. He's very witty. He's quick on his feet.
Yeah,
very knowledgeable. Always willing to help. So as you can see, he's got very like poppy thumbnails. There's a lot of contrasty colors and stuff. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So get over it. Let's see. Did we pick him up any? 850. Oh, come on. So everybody here subscribe to Matt. Okay. Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's fine. So let me get it back here. I'm going to lock this one out. I'm going to lock this one out. What do we got up next? None other than the grumpy vlogger. None other than Lloyd. Is Lloyd here? Lloyd, are you here? We're sharing your channel, Lloyd. Are you here? I want to hear from you in the chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was. Mm-hmm. That's right. So now, Lloyd, we're talking about your channel. Are you here? Yeah. So y'all remember. He'll come back here in 5 minutes and go, oh, I fell asleep. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, the Grumpy Vlogger has 728 subscribers. The channel itself has picked up 49,300 plus views on 947 videos. This month he's uploaded 6 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 361 new views. I think he was on a little bit earlier. He was doing some testing here. You can see that. He had a live stream last night. Hey, there's a furry face I remember. It looks familiar. It's like Deja Beard. Okay, anyway. So please get over there. And I know he was planning on, if he could get up to, was it 750, he was going to give away a whoop?
Yeah, he's going to give away something. Yeah, Lloyd's.
Hey, look at that. It's all the way up to 731 now. So we only 19 more, and he gives away a whoop. But you have to stick around even after he gives it away. Or it's automatically set. Instead of going back to China, it goes back to Lloyd's. Yeah. So there you go. So let's see.
Lloyd always has a fun panel on Monday nights, and not necessarily drones. It's a lot of social, and just about anything goes there.
A lot of line.
There's the one from 3 months ago, though, when we were talking about Rick. We miss you, Rick. Mm-hmm. It's cool to see that picture up there still on a drone channel. We won't forget you anytime soon, my friend. And next up, we're going over to none other than Drone. Did I put Lloyd's link up? Yes, I did. Tell me I did. Yes, I can see it in there. Cool. I don't feel bad now. I was going to say, oh, shit, now I got to go load up his channel again. Get the link ready again, because you know how YouTube has made it so hard to try to support each other now. Used to be you could just like click and go straight to the channel and hook up. Now it's like, no, we're going to make it really hard. And this is DroneNation's link. I've thrown it in the chat there. I'm glad to see everybody in the chat. Trust me, I'm not overlooking you. I'm trying to keep up with this. So maybe the guys will see you all in the chat and holler your name out while I'm running through this or something other. I don't want you all to think that I'm not seeing you all in the chat, but I'm trying to get through the channels and stuff and make sure we share everybody. You what now?
Captain Ray just joined.
Cool. All right, so you can see we all know Drone Nation. That's Ron. And speaking of Ron told me he's running a little bit late, and he should be joining us very shortly. And Ron, of course, is joined by Marcus regularly at Drone Nation every week. They've got 47,800 plus views on 141 videos. This month they've uploaded 6 videos, and channel itself has picked up 2.28 thousand views this month alone. Okay, give us some background, gentlemen. Either one of you, Ron.
Well, like I said, Bill, both you and Ron and your channels, you guys really try to your best to keep up with all the latest and greatest, and keep us all informed. And and again, like I said, what you're doing tonight, Bill, here you are promoting other people's channels, and they really, everybody appreciates that. So, yeah, enjoy coming to your channels. I know sometimes it's hard with my schedule to get.
Oh no, that's cool. Channel. I'm going to tell you something funny though as soon as you get done. Are you done?
Oh, I'm done.
All right. Okay, you're saying that people appreciate that. Okay, tonight here I am, and I'm posting the links and all the different groups and everything. Talking about support your local drone channel. And somebody just unsubscribed because I posted it in a group they didn't like. I don't know. I just thought it was funny that you said that. It's not going to phase me either way. I'm still going to be strange, weird, and me all the time. And if somebody doesn't like it, I'm not going to make them watch my channel, but I'm still going to do stuff like this because I like doing it.
Yeah.
So back to DroneNation. What are they up to? 667. Is there anybody that wasn't? Oh, one person watching right now was not subscribed to DroneNation. Cool. So that's better than nothing. You can't blame that at all. That's good. And next up, wait a minute. I'm trying to. Oh no, it looked familiar. I've seen this channel before. I think I know the name.
Well, his name is
how
right.
do you pronounce that? Mrs. Mateo Drones.
I used to have a lot of drones.
I used to have a lot of drones until my wife said it's them or me.
No, I got her pregnant.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Now we're doing this.
My man card is increasing.
In all fairness, we love Adrian. We love Adrian, and we're just busting his balls right now because he lets us.
Exactly.
So, and the thing about it is we all need somebody that will let us do it, because Lord knows, in our lifetime, we've had our nuts busted so many times that we need somebody to unload on from time to time. Anyway, back to the show. Adrian Mateo Drones with 1,720 plus subscribers. Lifetime, the channel has picked up 89,200 plus views on 191 videos. This month, he's uploaded 3 new videos, apparently because he did something else in the meantime. And the channel itself has picked up 1.23 thousand views this month alone. Interesting banner. I mean, I know what it is, but for somebody else that was looking on YouTube, they wouldn't have a clue, and I don't think it would draw them in. That's just me. Of course, good God forbid, man. I mean, here I am. He's got more subscribers than me, and I'm critiquing him. Anyhow. So I can see he's done some drone news stuff. Apparently, he's doing his drive stream on Saturdays now when pregnancy prevents.
Prevents, exactly.
So,
and he has to go to her house for good Wi-Fi. Jeez.
Oh my God. Okay.
Let's see. We keep it on down a little bit.
So anyhow, looking at the videos, we can see he's like me, needs some work in the thumbnail department. Not trying to be mean, but you need something. Your thumbnails need to grab people.
Yeah, when he's proud of himself, like he is, he puts himself out there.
Well, yeah, he did. He's kind of spreading himself around right now.
Exactly.
Here you go. Here's a little Adrian for you. Here's a little Adrian for you. Here's a little Adrian for you.
And little is the word.
He said, "What's your social security number?" Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being bad. Okay, next up, above and wait a minute. Did I post his link? Let's just go back. Hell no.
You didn't.
Wait a minute, 551. And I've been bullshitting about Adrian for a while. Is that his link? I don't know. Let me see. Is that his link? Let me see. Here we go. Yes, I posted his link. I did it. I was good. All right, Jim. Okay, moving on to Jim now. Above and beyond. Wait a minute. It's the wrong one, dumbass. It's not the show. This one. There we go. Above and beyond. Above and beyond. Why am I so strange tonight? Did my wife put something in my mountain there?
Jim's good on the techie end of things. He usually tries to get a different subject every Tuesday night, and any latest and greatest breaking news or. But yeah, Jim's really into the tech thing, and a lot of the FPV guys come in there. They get talking on FPV, but yeah, if you're looking for good tech, and Jim's always looking to help educate everyone, and he really pushes for that. I say, hey, we're all in here to help each other,
And he likes DaVinci Resolve too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And on Jim's channel, the channel itself has 100,002 plus views, 102,000 plus views, blah, 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 blah. On 266 videos. This month, he's uploaded 4 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 1.75 thousand new views this month alone. I like the banner's pretty cool. Is that, I think Nay made part of that, or did Nay make all of it? I know he made the little like Star Trek-y looking thing.
I think he helped him a little bit, but I don't know about all of it.
That's what I said. I don't, because I remember when Nay made it, but I don't think the rest of it. I think the rest of it's Jim. Anyway, going down here and checking out. You can always trust that Jim will have the latest information. Trust. Okay, never mind. Go check out Jim's channel, then you'll understand. Okay, and then we're coming back up here. You can see Jim's doing much better than me. See. Okay. Yeah. Tuesday nights, DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, there's another DaVinci Resolve. Jim's doing some underwater stuff too. Does Jim do the underwater too? Oh, cool. I know Curtis is really into that too a lot. Dory. Look how little that thing is. Very cool, very cool. So please get over and check out Above and Beyond Drones. Did I post his link?
You did.
Okay. Thank goodness. Y'all might work that down. Yes.
Just
okay. All right. Now, next up, BMack's AerialVisuals. Copy, and a paste, and in there. All right, links inside. BMack's AerialVisuals with 657 subscribers. Lifetime, the channel has 35,900 plus views on 147 videos. This month, he's uploaded 10 new videos, and the views have been 1,310 plus this month alone. Looks like, is that Air 2S? Because I don't see Hasselblad, so it's got to be Air 2S.
I think it is an Air 2S.
So, very cool. I like the banner. The little icon's kind of neat, kind of him deep in thought, like he's thinking, should I use DaVinci Resolve or should I use iMovie? So, I like the thumbnails. They're kind of cool. Tell a little bit of a story. And then, he did this just 23 hours ago, Sunset Waterfall. Get over there and check that out. Let's see. So, I know I posted the link. I can see it scrolling up there. So 657, 659. There's 2 already picked that up there. Very cool. Glad to do that. Some inside information.
Brian has a great channel. Does some live streams. Little social, but Brian likes to get into all the, again, what's the up latest and greatest. Good little bit of a tech on Brian's channel. And it's always a good time to come in there and chat with Brian.
And if you get a chance, you got to go by and check out My First Time. I swear I thought I was going to die laughing. Remember that video, My First Time, that he did?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, do you know what I'm talking about?
You talking about when he flipped the whoop off the
My First Time, and he was like playing it off like it was the first time he got laid. Yeah, it was Brian that did that, wasn't it?
I think so.
That's what, Brian, wherever you are, was it you? I hope it was. Otherwise, somebody's gonna be pissed. You'll be like 8, 9, 10 thumbs down. All right, 659. Let's see if we got any more. 659. Nope, 659. That's pretty cool. We're not gonna gripe about that. That's always good. All right, moving on. we have none other than Sunrise Water Media from down there in Texas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But isn't Chris from somewhere else originally and moved to Texas?
I think he's down there.
I mean, no. The reason I'm saying is maybe I've misunderstood him, or maybe he was like being cute or something. But it sounds like he has an accent when I hear him. Not like I don't have one.
Yeah. No.
But,
Chris is a good photographer. I really love his creativity that he does in his editing in his videos. Some of them are just hysterical. Chris is really superb at editing. Photography is phenomenal. Yeah, good channel to go to.
I really like his banner. I like the thumbnails; they're kind of cool. But anyway, throwing some information out about his channel. Sunrise Water Media has 4,030 plus views on 23 videos. This month he's uploaded 4 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 874 new views. So please get over there, check out Chris's channel, and see if we've given you any help. 23. Oh, only one person here is not subscribed to Chris. Come now. We know better than this. And I see Sergio's in the room. And I can see Stevie's in the house. I can see DroneNation Bill. Okay, say his last name. I don't want to say it wrong, getting pissed off.
I never pronounced it right.
Oh, you're not helping matters any. So does anybody know? Ronan?
Something like
Ronan.
Ronan?
Either one of them. I can't
How do you say that, Ron? Do you have any idea?
But Bill Renee.
Renee. Just Renee. Okay, thank you.
We got to meet him at the Great Florida Drone Meetup. Ron, you remember meeting Bill?
Yes. Now I do. Yes.
He was flying a Mavic Mini 2, I guess.
Yep. Yeah. How you doing, Ron?
Oh, Ron.
Good. How are you?
Good, buddy.
Oh, Ronan. That's what he said. Ronan. Yeah.
Rode.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I thought you were saying like, okay, never mind. I'm not even going to try to figure out where I was going there. Anyway, look, Ron's here. Ron made it. Ron, see? Ron. I'm touching the Ron. Okay.
Hey, Ronell, I was down at the beach a little while ago. I had my Insta360 1X2 out.
Uh-huh.
Is that the little bitty one?
Oh,
no, that's the Go's, the little one. The bigger ones that Ron inspired me to get the X2.
Yep.
Well, the reason I was asking is I know that everybody's all fascinated because the little one, everybody's getting the little one now.
Well, you know what, Bill? This always confused me. You know, the little one that goes not a 360 camera. It's just an action camera.
An action camera.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that it's a 360 made a non-action camera, a non-360 camera, but they do. That's only it's extremely wide angle action camera. It's not a 360.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, moving on. Otherwise, I'd sit here all night long. And Chris has picked up about 3 more subscribers, which is great. And moving on, we've got none other than Kenny Kardoso Media. And I'm going to get the link in so I can. Oh, shit. Did I do it right? Let's see. There it goes. And it's in there. Kardoso Media with 4,770 plus subscribers. The channel itself has 370,000 plus views on 39 videos.
Yeah.
This month he's been very busy delivering packages in Canada, and he's not uploaded anything. But the channel still has picked up 3.99 thousand views this month alone. All right, some background, gentlemen.
Kenny he's just a phenomenal photographer, and I love his editing skills. He takes a lot of his footage and slows it down to sometimes 80, 70, 60%. And just that cinematic look that he does with all his footage, he is really, really a phenomenal. I'm not sure what he uses for his editing, but does a phenomenal job. And he's one of those guys, Bill, that I kind of silently watch, and I kind of pick up tips and tricks from, and I do that with a lot of people here. I should get better at commenting and letting them know I'm out there. But a lot of these guys I watch, and I learn a lot from others. But Kenny he's phenomenal. Really.
That's the funny thing about
Kenny makes video from the DJI Spark look like it's a Mavic 2 Pro.
yeah, he does.
Exactly.
He does. But you were talking about, if Kenny does something and I want to know about it, I'd light his messenger. What are you doing? I'm delivering packages. Leave me alone. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, how did you do? I'll talk to you later. Okay, man. Sorry. All right. So anyway, Kenny Kardoso, great guy. He there for just a tiny bit. He showed up on some live streams here and there, but I think Kenny's a little shy. And of course, if I looked like that, I'd be on camera all the damn time. But anyway.
I want to just mention too, I think Kenny actually more of his videos shot on a DSL style camera on a gimbal than it is on a drone. Yeah. He does a lot of stuff on full frame cameras on gimbals and like Ron said, he's the master of slowing everything down.
Mm-hmm. Uses his phone a lot too.
Yeah, and the thing about it is Kenny's one of these underrated creators who, right. I would put some of his stuff, I'd match some of the stuff that Kenny does with Peter McKinnon any day of the week.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd put him right next side to side.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but but the old truism comes out about YouTube because Kenny doesn't put himself on screen. His videos don't get the the following that somebody that interjects themselves into their videos.
Yeah. And Stevie, tonight, Ron Lockwood, all the way at the very top, has picked out our channels. But you're more than welcome if you'd like to come on sometime and pick out 20 channels and share them with us too. That's what we're doing now. We're giving other creators the chance to tell us what kind of channels they watch and view. And that's why tonight Ron is sharing the channels that he watches on a regular basis with us. So that's why, like I said earlier, it's kind of difficult for me to pay a whole lot of attention to the chat. So I'm depending on the guys to throw things out. And I'll shut up and move on to the next one. LumaTouch. LumaTouch, 2.4 million views on 235 videos. They haven't uploaded this month. They have 36,300 plus views, and I don't know jack about it. Please give us some info, gentlemen.
I watch this, Bill, just because, I am a LumaFusion user. For those who don't know, LumaFusion is a portable editing program primarily for iPad, and I believe you can use it for iPhone. And this whole channel pretty much pertains to tutorials. There's some unbelievable powers of this portable program. It's $30, something like that.
Last one, it's on sale or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can have an emulator and put it on your computer too.
Right. But they do a lot of tutorials, and you go onto the channel and you're looking to learn how to do this particular thing or whatever.
Like this here. They're giving like what am I wanting to call them? Blend modes.
Yeah,
that's very cool because a lot of people don't understand what they all do, and you just I'll just go through and go like, okay, click, nah, click.
It's amazing what you can do with this program for what it costs. Amazing.
Well, it's just, the thing about it is too. Another thing is like these they give you a basic knowledge of something that most all of these softwares use, because just even though it's not the software that I personally use, I can tell that and you can see down here, blend mode. And all I saw was the thumbnail. And just by seeing the thumbnail, I instantly knew, okay, blend modes, which is cool because with a lot of the software, video editing software and stuff, don't let people try to steer you from one to the other. Pick out one that you're comfortable with because they all work very similarly.
Bill, I think LumaFusion is the only video editing app for the iPad or iPhone that has this type of power. There's many of them out there, but this one's the only one that brings kind of desktop capabilities to the game, as at least I've discovered. And the LumaTouch, anybody that uses LumaFusion has come across this channel.
Well, here's the thing. The only thing I have, my daughter has an iPad Air 2 maybe. So it's, it just does what it needs to for her. And I've got a Mini 4. which is basically obsolete now.
Right.
So I'm going to take it to Best Buy, but I don't have the original box. I don't have anything except the Mini 4. So I'm figuring $80-$90 they'll give me, maybe $100. And they only give it to me in store credit. So I'm wondering if a 6 is going to come out this year, or if I should just go ahead and get a 5.
The 6 is rumored to come out at the spring announcement, but did not show up.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking, because the chips, I don't think we're going to see it now. I'm going to get into wonder. I think we have no clue how bad the chip deal is. Anyway, I've gone off the tracks again. I'm going to steer it back onto the road. LumaFusion, 41,600 plus subscribers. Check them out if you're into that kind of thing.
LumaTouch.
Well, yeah, LumaTouch.
LumaFusion, they're kind of one and the same.
Yeah, but yeah, LumaTouch.com, and they discuss and train you on LumaFusion. And next up, Skylum Software. I talk about this a lot too. I like Skylum a lot. Skylum Software has 52,900 plus subscribers. They have 6,430,000+ views on 800 videos. This month they've uploaded 48 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 248,000 views.
Yeah.
Okay, Ron.
Yeah, Bill, you and I remember, what was that, 6-8 months ago, we touched base on your show there about Luminar 4. And every day, I think it's almost every single day, weekdays, they do a coffee break. So if you're into that program, which I am, phenomenal photography editing program, they have a different lesson every day. And I believe it's usually about an hour long. So I enjoy watching them, learning different tricks, tips and tricks with them. But yeah, I really enjoy the coffee break shows that they do almost every single day.
I like this. He says, I feel cheap my editing. When I first started, I used something called Hit Film Express. And it was free.
I remember.
So I totally understand. But once you fiddle around and start understanding stuff, you just want more horsepower and more gizmos and gadgets. I personally have both Luminar AI and Luminar 4 on my machine. But then again, I also have Aurora HDR. I also still have, let me see. I still have.
What's the one they made just for drones?
Yeah, I've still got it on here too. I'm trying to look.
In the meantime, while Bill's trying to find it, Luminar AI came up with an update, like what was it, 1.3 just in the last week or two, that added some nice new features.
Ron, you use Luminar 4, don't you?
I use 4 and AI both. There's still some things I can do in 4 that I can't figure out how to do in AI.
I was going to ask you what major differences are there between the two?
Number one is you don't have on AI, you don't have to work with the layers like you do on 4. 4 still has kind of Photoshop layering system, and I'm not saying that's good or bad, but on AI, you don't have to worry about the layering system as much.
I swear, it's killer.
Which would be easier if you came from nothing, like if you came from Photoshop or something like that, you'd be used to all that. But if you came from just no editing at all, it'd be easy to go to Luminar because you wouldn't have to learn, layers and things like that.
So
it's killing me.
Basically, you're saying if you had the choice, and like you said, you're coming from blind, you have the choice between the two, you would go with the AI?
I'd go straight to AI if I was coming from nothing. Yeah. Okay. And going forward, I think AI is getting all the good improvements, and 4 maybe not. Hey, just a quick sidebar, Bill. I'll let you get back to the thing. If you guys use Adobe Lightroom, they just added a feature recently. This has been in some other software too, like Topaz stuff, where it lets you go in and take a photo and double the resolution. And I mean intelligently, double resolution. I don't mean you get some kind of, bad looking blown up thing or whatever. It intelligently, it doubles your pixels in your picture. Now you say, well, if you're already shooting like a 50 megapixel picture, why does that matter? But if you shoot cell phone pictures, you can turn a 12 megapixel photo into a 24 megapixel within seconds.
This is okay. So I'm going to sign into my account just so I can short-term memory. Let's see my software. Okay, Air Magic.
There you go. Thank you, Bill.
Yes, there we go. There we
go.
go.
I tried it as recently sometime earlier this year, and it still works.
Here's the deal. Okay, I have Luminar AI, Luminar 4, Aurora HDR 2019, Air Magic, Photo Lemur 3, Luminar 3, Aurora HDR 2018, Luminar Flex, and Luminar 2018. I think I need to. No, I don't have all of them, but I can download them.
You need to clear a few old programs off your computer.
Well,
I still think Aurora HDR is still the best HDR software out there. I still prefer the Lightroom's HDR stitching.
And stitching. I don't use Luminar.
Well, I should use the word stitching. Just I still like the HDR process in Aurora more than I do the one in Lightroom.
Yeah, but I actually use Photo Director still.
Okay.
To merge my bracketed photos.
Okay.
It's just simpler because you can pick out which photo you want to be the primary. I like that. Then you can still edit it a little bit afterwards if you want to. That's part of how I get that, like where I turn a lot of people will say that, well, you make your pictures look like paintings. That's where I do that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I take it. I'll take it and I'll run it through Aurora HDR, maybe Luminar a tiny bit, and then I'll finish it off in merging in there. So basically, I'll merge or I'll edit the 5 photos, then I'll pull them into Photo Director and merge them in there. All right, and cool. I've completely steered out in left field. But we did get a lot of
information on photo editors out there. So
we were talking about software. Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of information out there.
Air photography.
Oh boy,
there we go. Another good channel. Okay, you'll go ahead and give me the info on air photography, Ron, and then I'll read over at the end.
Man, I just love his non-opinionated reviews that he does. It's very, very obvious he does his homework prior to doing a review on a product, and it's kind of funny. He kind of reminds me of that guy on if you remember the show Tool Time. Never shows his face. All you see is his hands and that little plant up on the left-hand corner of the screen.
Yeah,
you take the product, and he'll sit there and review the product or the whatever it may be. And but again, he knows his stuff, and he don't just get something and like right away reviews it. He studies it first. He masters it first.
But we have seen his face.
Yeah,
you have to know where. You have to know where to see his face. But we have seen his face. Air photography.
And Ron, I think when he does a review on something, he doesn't half the time that the other channels do. Like if somebody else is doing a 20-minute review, he does it in 10 minutes or less and gives you just as much information.
Right.
I wore something just for Michael Wright tonight, but I didn't think he'd seen it yet. Watch.
U.S. Enterprise.
It's actually the T-shirt that's got the cutaway on it.
Okay.
From the original series, I was like, yeah, I'm going to wear this and see if but of course you can't see it on camera. Anyway.
You need the wide angle shot, Bill.
Yeah. So air photography has 46.7 million views.
Bill, I don't think we're going to help his channel much tonight, huh?
No.
Hey, every little bit counts because he started at one time. He was as tiny as everybody that's watching tonight.
Yeah.
On 662 videos. This month he's uploaded 7 new videos and the channel's picked up damn near 1 million views. Wow.
I mean, he does the drones. He does great GoPro, Insta360 stuff. I mean, he does a wide range, not a wide range, maybe a narrow range of tech products, but he hits all the stuff that I'm interested in.
Well, check out his banner. I like the way he's done this. He's fixed the color so that it matches the dark mode banner on YouTube. So see, it blends in. You don't see any edges. Well, I mean, there's like a teeny tiny, but it pretty much, blends in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that. That's kind of cool. We'll scroll down, take a look at his thumbnails are all in the same line, so that you know it's his channel. You know what it looks like. You know what to expect.
It's hardware and software review.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool.
He's got this YouTube thing mastered. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely. Well, I think everybody. It depends on how much time you want to put in, but you got to be willing to put in time. That's the whole thing. You can't go like my biggest issue is I'll think up great ideas, but then I'll have other responsibilities that take precedence, and so I don't get to go do them. And or trying to say, okay, how am I going to make this look cool when the only thing I can do is fly in my backyard? Because Billy Kyle has busted my ass so many times about you need to get out of your backyard, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. So, but the bottom line is as long as I give myself an excuse, then I'm going to have one. It's my fault. I'm the one that's got to put in the time to make my channel grow, and then that's on me. Just like everybody out there that's watching who might want to try to think, oh, there's a shortcut somewhere. If I work with this guy or if I work with that guy, it's going to make me blow up. No, you've got to put in the work yourself. Yep. It's just that simple.
Right. Air photographers didn't stumble into all these subscribers and views.
Yep. So, like Ron said, we're probably not going to help him, but every little bit counts, and I'm pretty sure pretty much everybody here is probably already subscribed. Although I have to admit, I wasn't subscribed to Aldrin probably up until about 3 months ago.
Oh,
no joke. Okay, so air photography. Next up, we have Tony and Chelsea Northrup. With 1.47 million subscribers, the channel has picked up 1.99 million views with 1.26 thousand videos. And this month they've uploaded 9 new videos, and the channel itself has picked up 1.33 million new views. I have no earthly idea why I'm speaking this way.
Well, Tony sort of speaks dignified.
Okay, so I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was the look. I don't know. But anyway, so some background on why you watch this channel, Ron.
Both Tony and Chelsea, they're primarily hardware review as far as cameras, lenses, and they're not real specific on a particular brand, Canon, Nikon, Sony, but they give a pretty good review. Tony has actually did a crash course on the 107.
Yes, I remember that video. I think we've all watched it.
I used that for a study guide, Ron.
But yeah, they do a little bit about going out there and shooting, and for some amateurs.
Okay, I gotta bring this up. Okay, is it just me, or is anybody that's watched their videos at some point in time through their YouTube careers have thought they were going to get a divorce? Because it seems like, some of the videos, man, especially the lives, they'll just start fighting with each other right there on camera, man.
Oh yeah,
and I mean they'll go at it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's part of the stick.
No. When because you can tell if you're married, you can tell this is one of those. What did you just say to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Damn, what happened to your lens? Oh,
I think Chelsea always wins, though.
Yeah, I have to admit. But but it's just kind of funny because sometimes it seems like she's just like, I'm done. So, all right, next up. I didn't post a link for them. I guess I need to throw.
We're not going to help Tony and Chelsea much either.
I know, but all the links that if I haven't posted are in the comment section, in the description. So you're gonna check them out if you're somebody you're gonna look back at later, and you're like, no, I don't want to look away from the screen because Bill's making a total ass of himself tonight, and I can't miss a thing. So you can do that too. So the links are there. Next up, we've got 360 Rumors. Okay, I think we might be able to help him a little bit, even though it's still pretty high. So we'll come in here, post, bang. Yes. There we go. 360 Rumors by Mick. Yeah. Right there. My wife's trying to find one of the dogs. Oh, baby, come here. Come here. Yes, come here. Everybody was saying happy birthday earlier. Come here.
Well, happy birthday.
She won't come.
Won't come on camera.
Everybody, wait. Everybody said they'll see you at Spin Up. Oh, wow.
Well, y'all happy birthday, Spin Up.
She said okay. Okay, cool. Y'all got to remember that. Y'all were witnesses. She said okay. It's recorded here. Okay, she's coming too. And my wife needs to get out, even if it's to watch me fly drones. She needs to get away for a while. Okay. 360 Rumors. He's got 3.88 million views on 273 videos. This month he's uploaded one new video, and the channel itself picked up 54,900 plus views. Ron.
Great guy. Love his upbeat personality. He is very knowledgeable, and if you're getting into 360, he's the man. Does his reviews, does his homework, does his comparisons, with the different ones. Learned a lot from him, and he's a great guy. I really enjoy watching. Like I said, being that I'm in the 360 market right now, I like watching his stuff.
I think that pretty much all the drone channels are incorporating 360, especially more so the FPV genre is adding 360 to their portfolio more than anything. So I think it's something that's just going to be any kind of performer or presenter on YouTube is going to need a full arsenal. 360, right. Action cameras, drones. I don't know.
I don't think Mick doesn't do drones, does he, Ron?
Pardon me?
Mick doesn't do drones on his channel, does he?
No, I think he's primarily his 360 cameras. I mean, he goes anything from the the X2 up to what's the
GoPro Max.
I got something for Mr. Ronane. Sorry, but see this.
I'm trying to remember the name of the one. I mean, he goes up into the several $1,000 360.
Yeah, right.
I guarantee you, if I'm waving a Louis Vuitton bag, she come running. Baby. Oh yes, hey, honey.
Hey, one quick comment before we move on from Mick's channel. Mick will get back to you. Like if you have a technical question or something about it, Mick must answer every question. Because if I ask Mick something, I mean he gets back to me, even if it's like not the easiest question.
Right.
Nah, this is all pre-recorded, man. Don't you like it when the recordings interact with you? Next up, how do you say his name? Jeven Dovey. Jeven Dovey. Sounds like a European pastry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jeven Dovey, he has 676,000 subscribers, 44,900,000 views on 627 videos. He's uploaded 3 videos this month, and the channel's picked up 1.05 million views this month alone. How long is it? This guy's only been around a couple of years, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, he's a phenomenal photographer. He's I think a professional movie maker. Does a lot of tutorials. He really enjoys, I think, teaching and presenting, how he does different things. He does a lot of traveling around the world. And again, if you're, like I said, if you're into what, like I am, I'm into learning. I like to watch others and learn. Yeah.
It's because my name's Bill.
Yeah. But Jeven's a good guy to learn from. A lot of good information on his channel.
Yeah,
and Jeven does drones. Jeven does drones too. Whenever a new DJI drone comes out, he has it and he gives a full review.
Okay, the reason I'm saying that he's only been around a couple of years, wasn't this one of the guys that very, 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 I mean, I could be wrong, but very, very, very early on, before this guy got really big, that Ken Dono kind of got upset with and started poking at, and then this kid all at once just went kaboom. I'm thinking.
Not that I recall. And I bet you I've been following Jeven when he was under 100,000. I don't remember that.
I'm thinking. I remember when he was like 4,000.
Wow.
I'm being completely honest with you.
I don't know how low I go with it, but Jeven not only.
Let's see how long he's been around.
Jeven does a lot of videos where he teaches you how to improve your YouTube channel or your social media. He does not hardware software. He does a lot of how to increase your profile on social media.
Right.
You know, Ron, I thought that would make a great show. Because next week we got an open show, and you've only got like 4 more left, Ron. I'm trying to throw some things out here, trying to give some people ideas and maybe get some input from the chat. Next week I was thinking about we haven't done a drone table in a while. And you remember, I don't know if you got to see when I was talking in drone therapy chat earlier, there was like tons of different things that we could like go over and rant about next week. What was I saying? How John Cuppi pointed out that Lank being down for an unknown reason for 2 days show how clueless the FAA is about remote ID. The Hubison comedy routine. Is Altel or isn't Altel? Femi. And supports your local Mavic. It's a dying breed. You know, I was thinking there was like tons of, there was like a lot of things that we could like go over it. I'm sure there's going to be more bullshit between now and then. So because I was thinking about like going back and reviewing the support your local drone channels. It's that time, and seeing how people were doing, but I don't think that's really going to take off. So I was thinking it'd be better if we had like a drone table rant edition. I mean, we could talk about positive stuff too. Hopefully my wife will grab that. Look, she's right there. See? She's right there. She's laughing. Anyway. So back over here, talking about Jeven Dovey. And see, it says like here, 2016. And actually, because I've been on since, I've been doing drone therapy for over 4 years now.
Wow.
So I'm really, and see, like, if you go back in like the very first episode of drone therapy, Billy's on. And if you watch like the second season, Ken's on for a little while. But yeah, it's kind of, Ken Herron's been on for a little while. And anyway, I need to shut up and move on. 51 drones.
We're not going to help Jeven out much either.
No.
So 51 drones.
Oh, that's a good channel.
All right, copy. And I'm going to throw in a paste. Bang. Oof. Yes. And it's in there. 51 drones with 150,000 subscribers with 11.9 million views on 283 videos. He's uploaded 7 new videos this month, and the channel itself has picked up 264,000 views. All right, Ron, why do you watch this channel?
Well, Russ is kind of up in my neck of the woods. And I like Russ. Again, another guy, non-opinionated. Again, does his homework prior to a review. He does a great job letting the drone community know about like upcoming and changing in the drone laws. I know when that first, what was that one 400 some page document that came out, about the changes that are coming up in the drone laws. He sat there and researched that whole document, and then he condensed it down to a 15-minute video, to kind of give you the nuts and bolts of it. Russ, good guy.
Oh, this is cool. I like this down here at the bottom. My inspiration. We know that guy.
Yeah.
I know his dad. His dad's super cool. Peter is doesn't talk to me. I'm gonna go visit this guy. I don't know Story CM. Oh, I bet that would be a cool channel to check out. I have to look at that one. And Potato Jet, very interesting. So that kind of gives you an idea of where he gets his ideas from. I like the thumbnails, and you can see again he's brought up trust. When does trust go active? When are you required to have that to show? July or what? Anybody know when you're actually supposed to have your registration?
I don't think there's a time limit right now. as of right now. Last I heard, the last tutorial I watched.
That's the same thing. I heard the same thing, Ron. They said, you know, that more or less will be a good while before anybody actually asks to see this trust forum if you're out in the field or anything.
Right. And they're wondering too when it's going to be out in the law enforcement community. It's like where law enforcement is going to be made aware, like, hey, you have your recreational drone certificate.
I'm over here reading about Moscow mules, and it's going to happen. And sorry, I need to get back with the program here. See, there it is right there. Insta360 go to action camera. But 3 months ago. But I'm noticing a lot of people are picking it up now. But why? So it's just made by Insta360.
Well, Bill, why a lot of guys are getting, especially the FPV guys, is the image stabilization. That thing's incredible. Like you could put on something real bouncy and it's still going to keep it stable.
Yeah.
So even better than GoPro.
Ron, are you enjoying? You know, I'm
going to answer Ron's question for the answer. The image stabilization on the Insta360 One X2 is better than the Hero 9.
Okay. Now there's somebody in Colorado that may disagree with you.
Well, maybe they both.
He's going to be at spin up
maybe
too.
They both studier than I do.
He's going to be. I bet he's going to be at spin up too, and you can tell him you disagree.
Yeah. No, I talked to Sean, and he was in the process of right in the middle of that week of testing the two, and he's like Ron, I think I'm going with the Hero 9. You know, I'm like, well, okay, that's your opinion. I've been pleased so far. And Ron, you saw my helicopter video a week ago, and we get a lot of vibration in there, a lot of bouncing and banging around. And inside, yeah, well, the thing bounces inside, but looking outside, the footage was smooth. You know,
it sure was.
Wait a minute, Scott's saying, did I post his link? Which link? I posted Russ's link. I know I did. Because it's like right 3 messages up above when you said, did I post his link? Or are you just messing with me? Wait a minute. He might be messing with me too. Did John? Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Don, I don't know. As he said, he was cooking chicken on the grill tonight. And he showed me a picture. So I wasn't going to bother him anymore because I figured he wouldn't invite me over. So I didn't say nothing else. Moving on. Captain Drone. I'm going to copy this. Even though, like Ron says, we probably won't help him.
No.
Again, I'm going to tell you something, Mel. I like the G-Tech just because it's named G-Tech.
Yeah.
He's talking about 3D printers. Sorry. Captain Drone. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, so Bill, I know a lot of the channels I put on here tonight, my list, I know we're not going to help them from a subscriber standpoint, but I put them up on there because this is what I've learned from. This is what I enjoy watching. I trust their judgment on, because they've had the product, they've reviewed it, they've had the experience. It's like, you know what? They like it. I'm probably going to like it too. You know, and again, another guy, it's all about, I think in a lot of the reviews, I've seen people out here do reviews on things, but they haven't done their homework. They haven't really tested it. They're in that hurry to get first out there, but they haven't done their homework to really test the product, to really know what it is exactly they're talking about. You know, where somebody like Steve, you know, great guy. He has a lot of toys. He has a lot of toys. Cracks me up. Yeah, he good channel. Like I said, he's high up there in the numbers. He don't need our help from a subscriber standpoint, but a lot to learn from him. Non-opinionated, but he states the facts. He goes out and tests the product right in front of you. You know.
And he seems to test the new drone every day. That man, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
Well, see, I like, because there's some people, and I've already got a couple people in mind that I want to invite on because I know they specifically like to highlight up and coming tiny channels. But the whole reason that I kind of switched the format here on Support Your Local Drone channel is to do exactly what you're doing, giving us a look into your mind's eye. what puts you and your thoughts, and like you said, this is where you learn from. So this gives people more of an idea of what kind of stuff you're going to put up on your channel. And maybe they're like, well, I'm kind of burned out watching Captain Drone's channel. Oh yeah, the RL photography guy said he watched some stuff and he kind of took stuff. Maybe I'll watch him and pick up some stuff from him. That it all kind of ties together. That's why I came up with the idea of support your local drone channel, because when YouTube took that right click away from us, it was the slimiest thing they could possibly do. Yeah. And there's been some other channels around that would do things like this, but they would highlight channels in general. And I thought that was a bit ridiculous. So that's why we just do 20 channels. It used to be just me and Ron and the guys coming up with new channels, which after a while got frustrating. So because it was basically the same ones all the time.
And everybody, we had all subbed them anyway, so we couldn't help anybody because everybody's already subbed to these channels.
And so this way, there's a few channels and people that are watching that may not, that we may not be viewing. Like tonight, coming up right now, as a matter of fact, there was a couple of new channels that I had not seen before. None other than Stan Mills with 7,860 plus subscribers. The channel has picked up 1.8 million views on 112 videos. This month he's uploaded 2 new videos, and the channel has picked up this month alone 62,100 plus views. And I'm about to copy and paste the link and then send it to chat so you can sign up too. Ron?
Stan is a gentleman I found about a year ago. I want to say he's in his upper 60s. Phenomenal shape. He hikes the Yellowstone region probably almost weekly. And I'm not talking 2-3 mile hikes. His minimum hike is 10 miles. He'll go out to 20 miles a day. He's a guy I watch just because, and Ron and I've talked in the past before. I love my wildlife photography, and being that I'm a 6-hour drive from Yellowstone, watching him, I kind of know where to go. I've sat there and watched his technique as far as walking through the woods. It's a dangerous environment to go out there and film wildlife in areas like that, primarily because you got grizzly bears. And I use that particular thing. Example, back in April, I was in Yellowstone National Park for the second time this year. 4:45 in the morning. I wanted to be in a particular spot. I left the hotel in northern Yellowstone, actually Gardner, Montana. I left the hotel at 4 in the morning, and it's about a 45-minute drive or so over to the area I wanted to be at in Yellowstone. 30 seconds before I'm pulling in, the car in front of me jams on their brakes. I almost rear-ended them, and reason being is 700-800 pound grizzly ran out in front of her, and then right in between her and I. And I sat there and thought, what if I would have been here 3 minutes prior? I would have, where that grizzly ran out was right where I was going, exactly where I was going to park. Would I have been parked out of my truck in my back seat with my back exposed, digging out all my camera gear, and that grizzly would have come out right there? It's a little dangerous out there, especially during the spring cub season. And again, this Stan's website or his YouTube channel, and the lady coming up next, Deby Dixon, they're people that I personally have met. I met a group last March during the start of the pandemic, and I kind of had enough of the pandemic already within the first month. Drove out to Yellowstone to get away, and I'm kind of glad I did. One of the best times I ever had in Yellowstone. There were times I drove 20, 30 minutes, never saw another car. I ran into a photographer, actually a videographer, a guy by the name of Bob Landis. Bob used to shoot for National Geographic and the Discovery Channel. He had a camera that all of us would drool, which I was drooling at the time. He had a video camera that the lens alone, he told me, was 70 grand.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he showed me
that.
footage he had the day before. He was over in an area called the Lamar Valley, which I go to all the time. He was filming 12 wolves that were running down a giant elk. You know, and again, one sad, you know, just to tell a real quick story. One guy I met there, there was a group of about 12 people. They're all locals, all friends. Everybody knew each other. And one guy I talked to, I sat in one spot for 12 hours and waited for a grizzly to come back, which is on my channel. Waited for over 30 hours for this grizzly to come back to a carcass. But the one guy I got to know and I got to talk to, super nice guy, young guy, early 40s. I went out there this March and April looking forward to maybe meeting him again. And turns out he was attacked the day before I got there by a large grizzly. 2 days later, he died, you know, during surgery. You know, so it's a dangerous environment going out there. But can you get some phenomenal wildlife photography out there? Absolutely. The secret is, and the reason I watch guys like Stan, he goes out there at daybreak, sometimes before the sun's up. I watch some of the trails that he goes on, the areas he goes to. A couple of the areas that he goes to, I've been on, you know, and I watch how he is really super careful on how he walks around, how he stops, how he scans. You know, it's things like that that you have to do when you're doing wildlife photography in areas like that. You have to be so absolutely 100% aware of your surroundings. Mm-hmm. You have to carry weapons with you. You got to carry bear spray, things like that. If you want to get those shots, you know, you got to have good camera equipment. Sometimes those good shots are 500 yards away or 1,000 yards away. But the next gal coming up in the last channel I have here, Bill, is Deby. I don't know what I've never met her, but I want to meet her and find out what she's using for equipment. But some of her
the way that came out was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I want to meet her and see what she's using for equipment.
Yeah. But if you go onto her channel, some of the footage she has is just fun. It is, you know, National Geographic stuff. The close-ups she gets of wolves, you know, and I learned from the people that I met out there. Like right now, I know where to go to find the wolves. I know where there's 2 dens, and a lot of people don't know that. You know, and I don't give that information out to too many people because you don't want too many people out there. You get a lot of people out there that will go out and walk around and they'll scare that wildlife, and then you'll never see them. You know. But yeah, those are my last 2, just because, like I said, you know, I know Ron, and both you and Ron know a lot, and Chris, you know that's what I enjoy doing, is my wildlife photography, and but that's why I put those last 2 in there. Great people to be around. I've met them. Met Stan. Yeah, Stan's a good guy. Unbelievable. He's pushing 70 years old, and you just wouldn't believe how that man can hike 20 miles a day, not like twice.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that you know, they'll say, "Oh, well, these aren't drone videos." No, but these are photography channels and videography channels, and all that carries over into the drone genre and everything. Just like 360 cameras and action cameras, and God forbid, hell, when I first started flying my ProMark P70, I knew nothing about B-roll, and like I was saying earlier, that's another thing that you got, especially now. There's so many drone channels and stuff. You've got to do something different, something niche to make yourself stand out. So you've got to do B-roll. And I mean, you can't just do the same B-roll like everybody else does, because people are going to, you know, your loyal viewers are going to go, yes, that's great, you know, sounds good, but it looks just like everybody others, you video, and they're all going to blur together. So.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to expect in areas like that. Again, it was 2 years ago. I was in an area that Stan had recommended, area called Slow Creek, and I hiked the trailhead. And I'm in heavy and grizzly territory. I was 100 yards from my truck on my way back, and I encountered a black bear 150 yards away. I stopped for 1 second, 3 seconds max, snapped a couple pictures, kept walking. Now I'm 200 yards away, 250. She's still standing there. And all of a sudden I turn around, she's gone. Where'd she go? Where'd the cubs go? And all of a sudden, I said it was a rolling terrain. I looked, I'm like, oh, dear God, she's coming at me. And now I'm 75 yards from the truck. By the time her and I met up, I was 20 to 25 yards from my truck. She came up, and it's on my One Yellowstone video. She came up the embankment and come up to the edge of the road, and she started pacing back and forth. And all of a sudden, I looked at her, watched her real close, and her teeth started to chomp. I'm like, oh, that's an aggressive bear. So unfortunately, I had to put I had the camera actually on my neck on a lanyard. I put the camera down, pulled the pin, had the bear spray out. I'm like, you step on that pavement, I'm gonna let you have it. Sure enough, she came out across the road after me, and I had to let her have it.
Yeah.
It worked. Thank God for bear spray, and the first time I ever had to use it. But I'm like, oh shoot.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I was laughing just now because I had my glasses off, and I could see Ron's shirt, and I swear to you, I thought it said "Juicy Elephant."
Marky's most famous elephant.
What the hell
Lucy
has
the
Ron
elephant.
been eating, man?
Oh, Lucy the elephant. Yeah.
Yeah. Marky's most famous elephant.
Well, no, I had to put my glasses back on before I realized it said Lucy.
Hey, Ron, if Lucy the elephant would have been there, that elephant could have scared your bear right off.
Probably. I don't know. Mama Grizzly, when she's around the cubs, it's amazing. And out there, I said I usually visit that area 3-4 times a year. I'm actually going out in another week and a half. I'll be going through the northern tier. And one thing I wanted to pass on to everybody here, if you guys do decide to ever want to go out there, I have different places to go, different time periods as far as times of the day when you're going to see stuff like that. If you want to film, I have lots of information to pass on.
And Ron, I've stayed in Gardner.
Okay.
And hit the northern end of the park like you've done. So I've stayed in Gardner for a couple of days, hitting that northern western side of the park.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay. Well, we shared all the channels, and it's been really cool. So, but no, I'm not saying that we're done or anything. I'm just saying we could talk about whatever.
Bill's got a Zeno Mini Pro there.
You're right. Now, actually, this is the C-Fly Faith 2 that I really and truthfully had gotten so disgusted with and so pissed off at that I was trying to sell it, And this week I took it off being sold because the company finally got off their ass and has been putting out firmware updates, all kinds of imageware updates, all kinds of app updates. And it flies like a champ now. It's so good now and so updated now that it told me it no longer liked the cheaper Samsung card. It was ready for something more high tech. It literally came on and told me, and I'd been recording 4K before, 30 frames per second. But after the latest update, it said, no, I need something with more juice. It said, I don't like this. It even said, it came up and it said, the SD card you're using, the speeds may cause, whatever, degradation of the video, So I've upgraded with a new card, but up to now, like I said, it's night and day from what it was. But I'm going to tell you right now, Ron, it's more difficult to update than the original Zeno.
Wow.
I've got a question for both Bill and Ron. You two you're up on all the latest gossip. What is the scoop and or rumor and or possible truth of a Mavic Pro 3?
Not anytime soon.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That thing that's been, those things that have been floating around on TV are, forgive me, young, inexperienced reviewers that are hoping that they got something, that didn't do the research like you were talking about earlier, and threw up a shitload of clickbait.
Okay.
So yeah, we're still waiting. We're still on course for September, October, November somewhere. I'm still thinking early mid-September, which so we'll give them, but I don't think the drones are going to be in store then. I think they're going to build it up. They're going to see what kind of early orders they get, and then they're going to send them like in a rush all at once.
Do you guys think, any of you, anybody in the chat, this whole thing with this chip thing, is this going to affect, you think, any future drones coming out? Whatever.
Every future drone for a while.
Yep. Every piece of technology for a while.
It's even slowing Ron. It's even slowing Apple down a little bit. If you slow Apple down, who has more money than anybody, every other company is going to be slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, it's car dealership, car manufacturers. Like Ron was saying, Apple, your phone technology companies. All that stuff. Hey, there's John. John finished eating chicken.
Oh, John's here.
But last week I had made the mistake, or a couple of weeks ago, I had made the mistake of talking about a channel that was highlighting primarily right now the C-Fly Faith 2, and it's Drone Syndrome, run by Michael Gonzalez. And he was the one that had connections with the company in China that had a few of the Hubsan Xeno Pros, or Xeno Mini Pro, with Mini Pro, and you could have gotten one, but it was only the 64 gigabyte, and you had to order, pretty quick, because I don't think they have anymore, or I think they did get recalled on him. But yeah, nobody understands why. I don't understand why he actually had some of the units. They did manage to ship a few of them, so we should see very limited, Mini Pro videos coming out. But just
actual Mini Pro videos are not the fake ones, huh?
Yeah, exactly. But they're going to be few and far between, and we don't know when they're going to start getting the drones out.
Right.
So.
Hey, let me ask Ron a quick question. I know everybody has interest in the Mavic 3 or whatever they're going to call it. What feature are you looking most forward to on the Mavic 3, Ron? Are you looking for maybe possibly like some kind of a optical zoom lens or something like that? No?
4K 60.
4K 60. That's almost a given, since that's the only drone they make anymore that doesn't. Well, no, the Mini 2 doesn't have it, but anyhow, the Air 2s have it, and
right.
Yeah, and the Altel Evo 6Ks had it for a while, so it's a given that's coming.
Yeah, I've got to get my confidence back up in Altel, based on previous experience. I had a connectivity issue in the initial Evo that I had, and one of my downfalls was it took me 4 months, 5 months to get it replaced, but 30 yards from me, Evo 1 out in front of me, out over a stream, filming a waterfall, I lose signal. I'm standing there staring at it, 30 yards in front of me, and it loses signal, goes into go home mode, starts to raise up, hits a tree branch in the creek, done. And I've had that connectivity issue with them. Got it replaced, got the new one, started having, 500 yards out. Here we go again, losing that. I got mad and I sold it, and I haven't replaced it with another option since. Has the new Autels increased?
Yeah, I have no loss of signal or anything with the
Here's
the 2 Pro. Now I didn't have it from day one, but when I got it in the fall, at that point the firmware, I've almost never seen a drop in image transmission. Now, of course, I don't fly in a big city, but in the rural areas I fly in, I've never had a loss of signal.
all right. Here's my question. You see what Mike's saying here, right?
Yes.
Okay. How much is that drone going to cost?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're looking at 2+.
Yeah, and plus, when you get into interchangeable lenses, the price of the drone is secondary. To get a good lens collection of lenses will cost you more than the drone.
That's what I'm figuring. $4,000 probably starting out.
Well, if they sell it to you bare bones with no lens on it, maybe they could get it at a decent price.
But overall, Ron, let me ask you, what is your overall opinion on your Autel? I mean, do you really like it?
Yeah, I mean, for a while, before I started flying the Air 2 all the time, this winter I was flying all the time because it's it's a little bigger and heavier than the Mavic 2 Pro. So it seemed to hold its own better in the gusty, the gusty winter weather of New Jersey, especially short, seemed to be a little more stable up there. It does, and what here I'll give you this something nobody talks about. When I fly the Mavic 2 Pro into the wind, I mean to a good wind gust, pushes the gimbal down. Where the Evo 2's gimbal is probably twice the size or whatever. It doesn't matter how much the wind's gusting, the Evo 2 gimbal stays wherever you put it.
Hey, Ron, I wanted to jump in a second, check on Chris. I know Chris has been out of town for a while, and I was wanting to see if he's still hanging with us or if he's ready to.
I'm out.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for hanging out.
Thank you for hanging out. Real Chris, before you go real fast, are you experiencing that heat wave we're hearing about back east? They keep talking about a heat wave out in the west.
90. I had 100 in my pickup today, so I'd say, yeah, that's a heat wave.
So you are getting that heat wave they talk about in the news.
Ron, we're supposed to have 100 degrees here this weekend.
It was 96.
I know about Washington. I heard the Southwest.
100 degrees here this weekend.
Ron's had it worse than I have.
Yeah.
You've had a bit of heat out there, Ron?
Oh, nasty. But we have a dry heat here.
Well, yeah, because we had a couple of hot days. The 2 previous days were super hot here, and now they kind of cooled off. But then they're saying this weekend it's going to be ridiculous, and then we're going to have another break.
I better not tell you my weather, guys. Today it was like a high 72, low humidity. Tonight it's going to be dipping to like the mid-50s overnight. We're having like this perfect, I guess early summer weather down here at the Jersey Shore.
Oh well, we're sending you some heat. It's coming.
Oh yeah, well, it'll come here eventually, but right now we're doing real good. I just worry about people out west because not only a lot of people getting heating, but there's a drought a lot of places out west. Ron, you've probably been to Lake Mead. Supposedly Lake Mead's at lows has been in like 50 years or better.
Yeah. Ron, you were actually talking about you and Bill both, like the Mini, the Air 2. I don't think that would be a drone for me in my area, just because they're so much smaller. And I tell you, we get a lot of wind out here, and I just don't think those drones are going to handle the wind conditions.
My Mini 2's a stout drone.
But I have noticed, Ron, I have noticed the winds have played with that gimbal on my Mavic 2. Pushing that down. I kind of
if you're flying into the wind, you don't need to be in sport mode. You're just flying into a headwind. It'll slowly push that gimbal down when you have to raise it back up. It won't do that in the Autel gimbal, because no place as almost no place gustier than the Jersey Shore in the wintertime. The wind gusts off the ocean. It won't push that Autel down.
I tell you,
the Autel, I really don't use the 6K on the Autel. I really don't care about 6K video at this thing, but I do use the 4K 60.
Okay. I'll tell you, camera.
And the 6K you can only do 30 frames per second. You can't do 60 frames in the 6K only, but you can in the 4K.
I tell you, the two cameras I miss are the Mavic Pro 4 or Mavic 4 or
The Phantom 4.
Phantom 4, Phantom 4 Pro, and the my Untitled. I miss those cameras.
Right.
Phenomenal. Both those cameras are just crystal clear and sharp, and love them.
Yeah. At this point with the Altel, I wouldn't purchase until they get the whole chip thing sorted out, because apparently they're going to come out with a second gen Evo 2 Pro with a different chip in, because they can't source the current chips.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question for Ron. Ron Brown. Ron Brown. Because you were talking about you don't have the Mini 2 or the. Okay, Ron Brown. What do you think of the Mini 2 and smart controller combination now?
Well, I love it, and the thing I love about the most, everybody tells me this was on the air too, but I guess I haven't played with it enough. I love the fact that over here you can control your gimbal, but of course on the regular controller you would have to hit the function button to do the zoom. But now you can use gimbal, and this one over here does your zoom.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to use a function button on just one scroll wheel. So that's my favorite thing. Now, Bill, I've done the firmware update. I've tested in the office, it works fine. But people tell me out in the field that there's a lag issue. Now, I haven't tested that out in the field. But you know what? People that told me there's a lag issue, guess what I've asked them? Were you doing a screen recording at the same time? And most of them said yes. So it's probably the screen recording that did them in. It probably wouldn't be a lag if they were just flying the drone.
Yeah, the bad thing about this version of the smart controller is it's limited memory. So if I don't know if you had any issues, but I had an odd issue when I updated my smart controller. It was complaining about the memory, and it didn't want to update. So I actually ended up, I was just going to go zero it out, start over again, right? And to just update that way. But what I did when I did a factory reset, I came back, it had cleared everything out except the new firmware update. I had the option to renew the new firmware update, but I didn't have any options to roll back because I had done a factory reset. Now, why that happened, no clue.
Well, no, I had no issues with the update. And, on another side note, you said about it being not having enough memory and probably having an old processor. Now, that's bad in one way, because ever since I got it, the touch screen, it kind of slowly react touch. But the good thing about this older hardware, you can take this out in the heat and the bright sunlight, and it won't heat up where your phone will, because I have the latest iPhone 12 Pro. I mean, that thing's got such a powerful chip in it. It'll heat up, but this old hardware, it won't heat up in the bright sun and the heat. So it's kind of that's the plus to having older hardware.
But the thing about it is I've actually flown mine. I've flown it all around the backyard and stuff, and I live in a super high Wi-Fi rich area, so all my Wi-Fi drones tend to go crazy.
Right.
Flew butter smooth, just like the Air 2 when we first got it. Remember when we got it out of the box and you flew it? It was just like, oh man, I thought the Mavic 2 Pro was phenomenal. Oh, this is incredible. And then, like I said, it's a perfect match. I mean, you can throw them both in a bag and take off and be up in the air in no time.
Well, now we've hit that nirvana where you could take your Mini 2, either one of your Air 2s, and your Mavic 2 Pro on a trip and take one controller with you.
Mm-hmm.
I just will not run my Air 2S on the smart controller. It just, the load issues scare me.
Right. Right.
So,
hey, but back to one of Ron's points, the Air 2S, I wouldn't rate it quite as good in the wind as I would the Mavic 2 Pro or the Altel, but it's not a whole lot below. And like Bill just pointed out, it may fly even a little bit better than Mavic 2 Pro. It may even be a little bit smoother flyer. And I could say this: it's almost a little sportier than the Mavic 2 Pro, and definitely flies better than the Evo 2 Pro. Nothing wrong with the way the Evo 2 Pro flies; it's just not as sporty as the DJI drones. No. It's more like you're driving a truck rather than a sports. It's more like you're flying a truck than a sports car or an SUV.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, so I have to turn, apparently everybody that was on here tonight is on Lloyd's show on Monday. So He
Yeah,
wants
yeah, we
everybody-
had a lot of Lloyd people on tonight. You
Hey, well-
should have got Art on here tonight too.
Well, he expects everyone back by Monday, or he's stopping the checks.
We're Lloyd, we're paying him more than you are.
No. I had peanut butter in the cabinet this week. That's why everybody stayed.
Yeah.
See, I don't have a green room. I just got a couch in the floor. And they have to go scrounge in the closets and cabinets and the fridge to find something. It's not fancy like y'all's show. But I had peanut butter this week, so they stayed.
Hey, I'm a little late to the show here, Ron. Are you going to try to attend Spin Up in November?
I wish I could. That is dead set in the middle of deer season.
Okay,
I'll be guiding, and I wish one of these years I'm going to make it down there.
I think Chris Hope said it's deer season in Texas also.
Yeah, he's
coming
weekend in Texas, but
well, just come to Texas and hunt deer down there.
Yeah, I got at least 2 hunters. I know one's from Texas, one's from California that are coming that I'm guiding, and I made those commitments. And I just can't break it. I wish I could. No, I'd love to come out and meet so many more of you guys. I enjoyed Florida, Ron. Like I said, I got to meet you and so many people down there. That was my first big drone meetup, and I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, it's funny how when you get the community all together, everybody seems to be friendlier in person than even on the air.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do
name tags.
I'm going to do like Chris Hope.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to have my wife's birthday cake.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to say thank you very much. Love everybody that was here tonight. Like I said, next week we're going to do a drone table. We're going to whatever everybody wants to talk about, whatever news is in there. Like I said, all those things I was talking about earlier tonight, I'll have to go back in the chat and write them all down.
Write them down.
I still have them for next week. You know why I said Femi? Because we're old guys. Everybody remembers Marsha.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember Marsha.
Marsha. Anyway, but thank you very much, gentlemen. We're going to do a drone table next week, so please come and join us. Bring your friends. We're going to talk about things going on in the drone community, and I'm going to say, Ron, say your good nights.
Good night, everybody. Which Ron?
Which Ron? Yeah.
Which Ron?
That Ron. Ron Lockwood.
Yeah. No, Bill, thanks for having me on. I sure appreciate it. And thank both you and Ron for what you guys do. Like I said, you guys keep the drone community really updated on the latest news and rumors and techniques and whatever. And no, I appreciate you having me. And again, Bill, to you, I really like this portion of your show that you sit there and push and promote other people's channels. That's awesome. That's admirable of you. So thank you for doing that.
You're very welcome. Glad to have you on the show. And the other Ron.
And I want to thank Ron Lockwood for coming to the show. It was great having you on. The challenge you picked out, most of them were some of my favorites too. And I always learn, from 360 and the camera gear and the stuff you do out in the West is amazing. I really get a lot of inspiration from your stuff. You inspired me to get that X2. And even though I haven't published a lot of stuff,
I knew you were going to buy it. I knew it.
Yeah, and I love the way you put the 360 photos on Facebook. Those things are awesome. Like the one you just posted in the last 24 hours where I don't know where you're at, but you're surrounded by those rocks. Where was that?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's just awesome. But anyway, folks, I will let Bill close this out because he's got to get partying. So we will see you in the next live show.
What it was is we went to the local Ukrainian bakery. It's what is it? Katya's Bakery, and we got this wild cake that we've never eaten before, and so I want to be there when she slices it up because it's got 13 chocolate layers and some kind of filling made with sour cream, and so I'm like, I gotta go.
Sounds like a hard carb night. Hey, Bill, one last thing.
Yes, sir.
About, I want to say somewhere between 7th to 10th, I should be right in your area.
Oh, very cool. 7th of July.
I'll send you a message, and
that'd be cool.
I'm driving by your place, shake your hand, whatever. And
yeah, that would be very cool because I haven't met very many people because they tend to say that boy's weird and I might not make it out of there because I don't want to make deliverance too.
But thank you again, though. Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm very grateful to have had you on. And with that being said, please join us next week for our next drone table. Live long and prosper.
Wow.